Now, it's no secret that home security can be an expensive business, with some cameras costing upwards of £150, especially if you're looking at something that is more geared towards an outdoor camera. And that got me thinking, just how good are some of the more budget options on the market? So when IEGEEK reached out and asked if I wanted to review their 5MP PTZ Zone camera, then I kind of couldn't turn down the opportunity. I had a look online and this thing comes in at around £90 and packs in a ton of different features. So join me as we take a full review of the IEGEEK Solar security camera. Hello everybody, my name is Robert and this is Bite Size Clue. So in the box you of course get the camera, but you also get all of the mounting gear for mounting both the camera and the 6V solar panel, which is a USB-C solar panel. Technically this could be used with any device that uses USB-C, but in this case it's primarily built for the camera. This solar panel claims to be able to keep the internal battery fully charged for 24/7 operation. One of the first things you'll notice about this camera is it is not small or compact in any way, shape or form. It has a large box on the back of it which houses the 5200 mAh battery, as well as the dual band Wi-Fi antennas. These can be angled in any direction to get better signal wherever you are in your house. I have this at the back of my house and my router is at the front of the house, and we still get an incredibly strong signal at around the 60 to 70% mark. The main camera head is motorised, so it can look in basically 360 degrees of vision. All of this can be controlled from within the app, and is a really nice feature because it means that you can mount it in one place and have a view of a few different areas of your garden or property. We also have two LED floodlights here, which are surprisingly bright. I genuinely wasn't expecting them to be as bright or as useful as they actually are here. We also have an infrared sensor for detecting motion, and of course we have the 5MP camera as well, which can shoot in up to 720p. We'll talk a little bit more about the camera quality later on in this video though. Underneath the main camera we have a power button, as well as a place for an SD card to be placed. The SD card allows for offline saving of recordings with both photos and videos of motion. You can also use the IEGEEK cloud options, and these are pretty well priced. We'll talk a little bit about what the tiers and what you get for your monthly subscriptions, but it's nice to see that there is an SD card slot here. I would say that the camera quality is incredibly serviceable, especially for that £90 price tag. It is just a 5MP lens, but it looks crisp and sharp. Colours are fairly accurate, and even during the night with the night vision and the colour night vision, which is pretty impressive actually, I was able to pick out small details in my garden. There are of course better looking cameras on the market, but they'll run you a lot more money, and quite frankly for what you need it for, I think this is pretty much a sweet spot in terms of price to performance. Installation is perhaps the easiest bit of DIY that I've done in a very long time. Basically mounting the backplate to the property or wherever you want the camera to be using the 4 screws. You can then just snap the camera on top, and then we do the same with that solar panel using just 3 screws, and doing a little bit of cable management, you're pretty much set up and ready to go. Connecting the camera to the app is just as easy. Powering on the camera, just snap it in place where you expect the camera to be mounted. Then heading into the IEGEEK app, you'll need to create an account, provide a Wi-Fi password. It does only work on 2.5 GHz networks. This is pretty standard for a lot of smart home technologies, especially on the cheaper side. It really isn't a problem for me. I already split my network between a 2.5 and a 5 GHz band because I like to be able to keep all of my smart home tech on one band and all of my other devices on a faster, more reliable band. After you've done that, just point the QR code that's on your phone at the camera, and within a few seconds you're ready to go. It really is that easy to set up, and it's one of the things that I love about the IEGEEK camera so much. The app experience is equally as simple. On the home screen you can see all of the different cameras that you have. I only have one here, but when we tap on it, we're given a live feed, which can sometimes take a few seconds to load. This is not an instant load in and see the feed. I roughly see a 4 to 5 second delay in loading up the image. This really isn't a problem to me because I don't expect a lot of people to need instant access to a live feed, because it's still going to be capturing and watching and capturing any footage and photos of any intruders or anything that it detects as motion. Under that live stream, you have all of the different controls to be able to use the camera. So you can turn that motorized head to get the best angle for you. You can enable the lights. You can enable things like the siren as well, and also turn on or disable the kinds of triggers that we expect for human detection, pet detection, and even package detection. There's actually a super clever AI color dark mode. So basically, normally when you have a dark vision camera or a night vision camera, it's a black and white feed. IEGEEK has some really nice technology here, which actually colorizes the image for you. It's absolutely not perfect, but it's pretty good still. I don't know why you would need to see color at night, perhaps to give a better description of the criminal who's running rampant in your garden, but it's a cool technology nonetheless. As for recording options here, there is no way to enable a 24/7 recording. That's mainly because of that battery life. Again, this really isn't an issue for me. If you're needing a 24/7 system, I would suggest a PoE style system, and if you want a review of a few PoE security systems, then let me know in the comment section down below. While you're down there as well, get subscribed, because it genuinely does mean the world to me. IEGEEK's detection is pretty good. As soon as it detects any kind of movement, it will trigger and send a notification to your phone. The notifications come through almost instantly as soon as it detects that movement. Cloud storage and even a few AI features can be added to each camera for around £3 a month. I think that's pretty good value for money. With that cloud storage, you can go back around 7 days worth of footage, which is enough for most people. If you want to keep more than 7 days of footage, you will need to use an SD card in the slot provided. The AI features are really clever and allow it to understand exactly what's going on in your garden, from a person being in your garden to the neighbour's cat or perhaps even a fox. Now, we know that no product is ever perfect, and this is no exception. This is a really great camera, especially for the price point. My main issue, however, is with its alarm system. It suggests that it can flash its lights and play a loud alarm to scare off any kind of intruder in your garden or house. Testing out this alarm, it was pretty much useless. It was so quiet and really didn't have any kind of force or volume to it. It wouldn't even scare off the most timid of burglars. So overall then, what do you think of the IEGEEK outdoor 5 megapixel solar powered camera? If you're just getting started in the world of security, then this might be a great option for you. It's cheap, has a ton of different features, and is pretty well priced even for its cloud storage options. However, if you do need that 24/7 security or need instant access to the feed, then it may be worth looking elsewhere. Anyway guys, why don't you let me know what you think of the camera in the comment section down below, and of course while you're down there as well, get subscribed because it genuinely does mean the world to me. Anyway, my name's been Robert, this has been Bite Size Clue, and I will catch you in the next one. Adios.